standard homeowners insurance policies do not cover all hazards. What kind of disasters need a separate policy?
There are supplemental insurance policies you can get for flooding. There's FEMA insurance. There's also private insurance. There's also wildfire insurance that you can get. And there are other disasters like earthquake insurance that you can get policies for.
Should homeowners hire an insurance broker to help identify the best plan, or skip the middleman and do their own research?
It really depends on how much time a home buyer wants to put into doing research. I think it's definitely possible to talk to multiple providers and do that yourself and shop around. But if you don't have the time for that, then a broker could be a good option.
Does this guidance apply to renters looking for home insurance as well?
Well, if you're a renter, you should know that the home insurance policy does not cover your personal property. That's why it's important to get renter's insurance. And you can talk to your insurance company about what that might cover in the case of a natural disaster such as a flood or a fire.
I would imagine people in some of these high-risk areas are panicking. These are really big jumps. There's a big difference in money. Do you have any other general advice to ease their concerns?
I think it's important for people to not only understand how their premiums might increase today, but understand how they might increase in the future. Usually people just focus on the expenses that they're paying the day that they move into a home and not really thinking too far out. But disasters could change and the frequency could change. On Redfin, we have information about how flooding might increase for every single individual property, same for fire. So do your research and figure out what your risk is. And there are also things you can do to mitigate that risk, like putting a fireproof roof on your home, a metal roof, or doing some landscaping to reduce flooding risk. There are some proactive things you can do to reduce that risk.
Good, useful tips, Daryl Fairweather.